So Hisham ibn Amr felt like this is too much, what's happening to the Muslims. He went to a friend of him called Zuhair ibn Umayyah. Zuhair, son of Umayyah. He has nothing to do with Umayyah, the bad guy, yeah? That's another person. And this Zuhair was really a man of ghiyah. He had so much dignity and self-respect to himself. He was respecting himself so much. So this man knew who to talk to. Hisham ibn Amr went to Zuhair and told him, Zuhair, can we be quiet on this? Zuhair said, I cannot be quiet anymore. I cannot eat while people are hungry. I cannot clothe myself when people are naked. I cannot. Do you have a third person? He said, let's go and find a third person. So they started a movement. A movement to reform what's going on in the minds of these mushrikeen. So they went to a man who even Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will speak very highly of him, even as a mushrik. When he died a mushrik. His name is Al-Mut'im ibn Adi. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, later on we will see that he entered in his protection when he came back from Al-Qadi. So they went to Al-Mut'im ibn Adi and they told him, أرضيت أن يهلك بطنان من بني عبد مناف وأنت شاهد ذلك موافق عليه? He said, do you want two big tribes of Bani Abd Manaf perish just like that while you are still alive? You are a man of dignity. We know that you are a man who speaks against injustice. He said, do we have a fourth one? Because they were two and he was there. They said, yes. Let's go see Abu al-Bukhturi ibn Hisham. There was another man by the name of Abu al-Bukhturi ibn Hisham. They went to him and he said, I am with you. Then they went to the fifth person, and now you can see there is Alhamdulillah movement. All they needed is one person. All you need, brothers, sometimes is one of you, wallahi, take initiative. There are many people ready to do the right thing. It's just, and you have the ajr, because the pioneers always have double ajr, double reward. But Muslims of today, everybody waits for somebody to start first. Take the initiative, brothers. One problem with Bani Israel of Musa alayhi salam, one of their major problems is they did not take initiative. They never took initiative. Musa was the first one. Even when he saw two people fighting, one Egyptian from Fir'aun family and one from Bani Israel, he saw that there is an injustice, somebody is wrong. He came to stop the fight. Some of us don't, we just ask. It's not my problem, it's not my issue. No, brothers, take initiative and Allah will help you, inshallah. They found another man called Zoubir ibn al-Aswad. And alhamdulillah, like this, they were 5 people. So now, Mecca will not just take on one person. And they always had in mind Abu Jahl. They always had in mind, what will Abu Jahl say? But when they were 5, alhamdulillah, Abu Jahl will be just path to bark or whatever. They went to a place called Khatm al-Hujun, outside Mecca, and they said that let's take an oath of man that we will stand all together against this injustice. They did take that oath, and Abu Jahl met them and he said, what you are up to? They said, we don't want this injustice to continue. And he told them, no, you cannot do that. You cannot break the ijma' of Quraysh. They said, well, we're going to break it, whether you like it or not. So Abu Jahl said, كَذَبْتَ وَاللَّهِ. He told one of them, you have lied. Oh. They said, no, you are a liar. You know, if you say to somebody you are a liar and you have no proof, you are in big trouble. But they said, we have proof that you are a liar. أَنْتَ وَاللَّهِ أَكْذَبْ مَا رَضِينَا بِهَذَا حِينَ كُتِبَتْ. They have written, by the way, in that muqata'a, in the siege, they have written something in some kind of wathiqa, and they put it in the Kaaba. And in it was Bismika Allahum. This is how the Arabs used to write anything. They say, Bismika Allahum. Allah has sent a termite that ate everything except Bismillah. So when they entered the Kaaba to cut that piece of document that they have most of the leaders of Mecca signed, they found, subhanallah, that the termite has eaten everything except Bismillah. This cannot be a haphazard issue. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to show them that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has all the way been right and they were wrong. So when they saw that, they were so happy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spared them from being among the likes of Abu Jahl and Abu Lahab and Umayyah ibn Khalaf, etc. With this, my brothers, the siege has been broken with 5 strong men who went against the whole city of Mecca. 5 strong men. Remember this, 5 right men in their minds did the right thing. But the problems and the worries of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam are not over yet. What is coming is worse. SubhanAllah. From torturing his companions, to killing some of them, to migration twice, to the siege of 3 years, in the elements, in the open. Do you know what does the element do to you, brothers? What do they do to you, to your body, when they leave you in the sand of Arabia and in the cold of the desert at night? And then Rasulullah ﷺ is going to receive the biggest punch, the death of the dearest people to him, his beloved wife Khadija radiallahu anha and his beloved uncle Abu Talib. They are going to die in the same year, and it was called Amul Huzn. In the Seerah it is known as the year of sadness. The Prophet ﷺ was extremely sad that year, and we will talk about which year is that, inshallah. Anyway, alhamdulillah, so the Muslims came back from the Shia back to their homes. They started their normal life. Suddenly Rasulullah ﷺ is hit twice in his public and private life. Both public and private life. Do you know what does that mean? Imagine, brothers, your wife dies and you lose your job. And not any wife, huh? A wife like Khadija, may Allah be pleased with her, who was a wife, a sister, a mother, a friend, a counselor. She was everything for Rasulullah ﷺ. And we have spoken about her, the hikmah for her to be older than him. We have spoken why Allah chose for him a woman who was 15 years older than him. Major hikmah in that. We spoke about that, we're not going back to that.